Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of PUBG. Today, I don't know what we're doing. We're just doing something. We're just gonna go into our heart's content, I guess. So this may be a little late, but I have a ton of videos to get recorded for you guys before tonight. Because I'm gonna be streaming. And I have a lot of catch-up videos that I meant to do last night, but I never did. So that's kind of what we're doing today, is catch-up videos. Now, it's not all gonna be PUBG tonight. At least I hope not, unless my games are acting up. However, it'll be other games. So, let's hope this goes smoothly, and let's jump into a solo match. Oh, I have the hiccups. For those of you who do not know, my PUBG episodes are always one match or two, depending on how many times I die, which I try not to die a lot, but we can't always help that. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Them shorts do not look good on a grown man. Anyway, so I will be trying to figure out how to incorporate other people's audio into my videos for you guys, because for some reason it's not working. So I'll be working on that, and hopefully it goes well. I don't know. Hopefully. But, also, as I mentioned in another video, we will also be playing with somebody named Gold Plays. He does have a YouTube channel to which I can't put that in the place I want it to be. God dang it. There we go. He does have his own YouTube channel. Actually, let's go to Milka. However, because he is such a pain in the butt and rarely does anything except for sit around and play games he wants to play, it'll have to wait until I actually get a game going that he likes. Or he's feeling up to play some PUBG. I mean, whatever works for him. So that'll be coming up very, very soon, actually, guys, and I'm very excited for that, because I won't be recording on my own at that point anymore, like, alone. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully you guys are too, because it's more action and more comedy rather than just listening to my boring old self-talk. So I'm going to remove this. So there is a lot going on right now. I'll be doing some Fortnite for you guys since I did PUBG. It's only fair to the two games that I try and do them both. No promises I'll be any good at Fortnite, however, because I suck at them both. So, I'm not promising I'm gonna be like this awesome expert that knows how to play every game that I bring to this channel, because I'm a noob at almost every game that's kind of like this. So I will not claim to be a professional PUBGer or Fortniter. Is that even a thing? Is that even a word? I don't think that's a word. I think I just made that up off the top of my head. But you guys get the point. It'll be kind of like, I wanted to bring both games to this channel, for the sole purpose that I just feel like it's kind of wrong to play one game and then not play the other, because there's so much controversy about the two games, and Fortnite was copied from PUBG, which it was. and all this other stuff. I'm probably going to start a war in the comments from saying that, but it definitely was a full-on copy of PUBG, and that's kind of the reason I haven't played it. That and it's not on mobile, and I kind of, I didn't have the means to play it until recently. So it will be Xbox, it won't be a mobile, type of gameplay. So that should be a little interesting, because I don't do very much, like, non-mobile gameplay, and if I do, like, it's usually ESO, and those aren't my most popular videos. So I slowed down on the uploading of those because they weren't getting a lot of views. People looking for, like, builds and whatnot, yeah, they were looking at my videos and kind of criticizing, which I'm okay with, but they weren't very popular, and the reason, like, I moved on to other games was because I wanted something that was kind of popular to play, because I would know that you guys would actually probably like to watch that kind of content, and so that was kind of my choice behind that. And going into, like, play PUBG, that was really, like, not planned at all. I swear, it was kind of like I found out it was on mobile and all of my friends played it, and then it just kind of went from there. Like, people started basically begging me to play it, and I was just like, guys, I don't like PUBG, and I had never played it before, so I couldn't really, like, judge it, but I was judging it, very harshly, actually, and whenever I actually played it, I ended up liking it, surprisingly enough, and it might have been because it was on mobile and, like, I could actually get somewhere instead of dying every 5 seconds. Because I suck at first-person shooters. Like, I will come out and straight up say I suck at them. Halo, I mean, not really Halo, because if it's in, like, I don't know, if it's, oh, awesome. If it's, I don't know how to put this, let's see, if it's, like, a public PvP game, I'm going to suck balls at it. But anything else, like, I'm pretty proficient at Halo because I've been playing it for so many years, and I understand the game, and I enjoy the game, and I probably shouldn't be driving, but I'm driving because I'm close to, like, the edge of the circle, and I don't feel comfortable. Anyway, so I'm pretty proficient at playing Halo, but not, like, it's not what you would think it is. Like, yeah, I suck at first-person shooters and games like this, but when it comes down to it, it's really all about patience to me. I guess I really just don't have the patience. Like, once I get to a certain point in this game, I kind of get restless, and I'm like, okay, this is dragging on, and then I want to move on. And so I guess I have a problem that, like, I can't stick to things, and it just gets very, very frustrating to me because I want to play these games and I want to get into them, but it's hard for me to get into them because I'm not exactly proficient at them. But as I told a friend earlier, you don't have to be good at a game in order to play it. Like, you could play a game and suck so bad at it that you never even want a match, or, like, nobody wants you on their squad. That's okay. because at that point you recognize that you suck at the game. But for me, like, I've always known that I suck at these games, and I don't try to pretend I'm good at them, because I'm not. I know with mobile I'm kind of okay, like I can get into second place, no problem, but at a certain point, like, it just kind of gets a little bit worrisome, I guess, because I'm not exactly the best player, and whenever you have me on a squad, like, just recently I learned that whenever you're in a squad and you're making calls as to where someone is, you can't just say they're to my left or they're to my right. You've got to call out the number at the top of the screen, and it's just a mess. For me anyway, because I never knew that and I never watched anyone play PUBG, I kind of just went into it blindly. And so whenever I started playing PUBG, I kind of fell in love with it because I don't play many first-person shooter games or even third-person or whatever, because I'm not all that into them. But I guess this game is kind of, it's a little different for me, because to get into a game is extremely hard. You have no idea for me. So getting into this game was kind of a shock to me, and now I play it every chance I get because it's an easy game. It really is. So I guess part of me wants to say that I could suck at this game for the rest of my life, and then another part of me wants to say that the more you play a game, the better you'll get at it. Like when I started playing ESO, and this is for everybody who plays ESO, everybody's a noob at one point. You're all gonna start off not knowing what the fuck you're doing, and then you're gonna pick it up. And then once you start picking that up, things will go a little bit easier for you. Because you're not constantly like trying to figure out how to do things and asking people what to do. And like for me on ESO, I used to always come up with my own builds, and it never worked out. My very first build was the very first ESO video I uploaded, which I will put at the end of this video for you guys. But my very first ESO video, you guys can see I died so many times because my build was just not there. And granted, I wasn't that far in my CP, so it was kind of understandable too. However, it just wasn't a good time for me. Now, if you ask me to run a veteran, whatever with you, I'm CP 512 or something like that, I could probably do it. It's really not that hard to heal a veteran trio or a dungeon, and that's because I have experience and I have practice. I've been playing that game for almost 3 years now. So I do kind of know what I'm doing with ESO, and quite frankly, I'm addicted to the game. It's a good game, but I would not recommend it if you don't have anyone to play with, because it's just one of those games that if you don't have anyone to play with, you're not going to be able to get into it. It'll become super boring, and it's such a drag. And for me, if you're like me at all and you're kind of antisocial, you'll go into the game and you won't even really need to talk to anyone. Most of the time now when I play ESO, I listen to music, and I know that's kind of like, everybody does that, but ESO really, like, excuse me, the people who play it have been mostly, the ones I've met, have been playing since beta, and so they're heavily experienced on the game. They know what they're doing, and they can give advice accordingly. I know somebody who's completed every quest in the game. Like, it's crazy to think that these people are so experienced and I haven't killed a single person. Like, I know that was just kind of like a total topic change, but seriously, I haven't killed a single person. Anyway, so, I know it's crazy to think, for me at least, that I know all these people, and I've only been playing for 2 or 3 years now, and I'm only CP 512, and I get a lot of crap for it, but I mean, I'm getting there on the level scaling, and I'm getting to the top tier. I'm getting to where I can start doing things. How do they do that? Oh, terrible shot. And I'm just getting to that point where I really don't need to worry about, like, any of that. And I know that sounds strange, but I just really don't have to worry about getting crap. Oh. Getting crap for, not knowing what I'm doing in the game, because I already know what I'm doing, and I mean, with healing builds, but to me, it's just beyond wild that, you know, this is a thing for me, and I'm learning and I'm adapting to this game that I never thought I would be able to get into. Whenever it first came out and I started playing it, the veteran ranks were terrible, and I got into them, and they were a nightmare. And I went on break for the longest time, and when I came back, champion points were a thing. And I didn't know what to think, because, you know, I came back and I was this really low CP level, and I just couldn't help but look back and be like, why did I ever come back to this game? It felt so boring. It felt bland. You really needed to be in communication when I came back. And it just felt wrong, and several other things to me, and I just felt like I couldn't get into it. And then, lo and behold, a few years later, I'm still playing the game. And I think what really got me back into playing was the fact that I could be a healer. And I know I sound strange, but I enjoy healing. I enjoy sitting in the back of the room doing almost literally nothing, because my heals at this point are so strong that I really don't have to do anything. If I die, there's usually a reason I die, and like a very good reason, unless I was being stupid. Like a trial boss. For example, the Celestial Mage on Ethereum Archives. For those of you non-ESO fans, the trials are basically like raids, 12-person raids. Anyway, so the Chain Lightning, that one-shots me. I think that one-shots almost everybody. So, I mean, if something like that hits me, I'm gonna die. Because I'm running with so little health that it's kind of funny, but it's kind of not. Like, my health pool is just beyond low. And without food, I'm probably running like 9k health, 40k magic, and like 10k stam. So, and if you guys want, I will do a video later. Just realized the circle got smaller. I would do a video for you guys later and explain my build, since I actually can do that. But I can also link the original owner's build to you guys. It is a Warden healer, and I know I get a lot of crap for it, but that healer is so good. And the reason I wanted to play a healer as a Warden was because you got this awesome passive that grants your team like 10% extra health. So it's a really, really good build to me. It works. Like, I haven't died yet. Not since I got the build, and as shocking as that sounds, like, I made this build kind of, he didn't list CP points, so I guess you could say I customized it to be my, I thought I seen someone shooting, I guess not, to be my ultimate build. And the only thing I changed on his build was the CP. The CP is, it's kind of strange, if you ask me, because I spent so much time on, I'm gonna get ran over, on this build, and I tried to perfect it, and I tried to do all this other stuff, just so, oh, really, dude? He's trying. He is trying. I'm not, like, I can't shoot him because I'm a terrible, terrible shot. But, so, why is it, okay. So I guess, like, what I'm trying to say is everybody's a noob at one point. Like, you're always going to start off as a noob, and you're always going to have a little something different to deal with. And you just got to get used to it. So, that was it for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. This video was just so fun to make because I actually got to talk to you guys and I wasn't holding anything back. I was just having a full-on conversation with my screen, but with you guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe for more, hopefully, daily content, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys!